Cruise or Adam Sandler? What do you think?
I'm like, starred? Stop it.
Absolutely, brother. Almost the same amount of time in between each sequel too. The Sandman's great.
Dude, Sandman is the greatest, dude.
Oh man.
But Tom is awesome too, man. I had the pleasure of meeting him on Tay's tour, man, and he's fucking awesome. It seems like he's a lot like he does all of his stunts, obviously, and he seems like he's very like, I don't know, like locked the fuck in. Not that Sandler isn't, but when I was on Happy Madison set, like it was a huge family. Like everybody that worked on the movie, the first movie 30 years ago, is working on it now. Like it was. I would assume that Adam Sandler does it a little bit different. But how was it with Tom?
Yeah, man. I tell you what. Like I had led a decent amount of films before Top Gun, but after working with Tom, I approached being one on a call sheet just a lot differently. You kind of, not only are you focused on your stuff and making sure you're leading from the front, but you also just become highly invested in the integrity of the entire production. I mean, Tom really, in a lot of ways, he's got a lot of Southern gentleman roots, and that he learned from his mom. And so he knows everybody's name. He treats everybody with respect and kindness. But also, like what you're saying is that, especially usually on a Tom Cruise film, there's aspects of the filmmaking that are very physical, very technical, and everybody needs to be on their shit, or something bad could happen. So that attention to detail, he does not mess around with that. And honestly, I don't think I've ever met anybody who loves films, loves making films more than Tom. He's such a champion for it. And I learned so much from that guy. If he was on your football team, I mean, he's wearing that C, and he rises. Everybody rises just with his ability.
Yeah. What are the chances we see Rooster again sometime?
I hope very high. Yeah, that was such a highlight of. Yeah, dude. It just, that movie came out like right before we did Tahoe, and just seeing all that red, white, and blue out there, and dudes showing me their Top Gun tattoos and juicing me up. It was like, let's go. Yeah. I love it.
Hell yeah.
Was it easier hosting SNL the first time or the second time around?
Oh, the second time by like, it's not even quantifiable, dude. It was the first time. The first time, as you know, Trav, I mean, that week, everything is happening in such fast forward. You have nothing to relate it to. Even if you've talked to somebody who's hosted before, they can't even really give you all that much advice. You got to experience it for yourself. And I thought when I hosted it the first time, I kept waiting for Lauren to bring me aside and be like, "Hey, kid, like you got to pick this up," because I never felt prepared. And then
at all,
no. And then it goes by like that. But the second time I felt a lot more relaxed. I was like, hey, can they come to the room? And I'd be like, hey, maybe we switch this line, or something. And the first time I was freaking out, dude.
You already know I was on ice. That's just the best. I actually, I was lucky. I had Peyton Manning shot me a text and was like, listen, I know where you're at right now. It was like the Monday before I even stepped foot in New York. And he's just like, I know where you're at right now. Just buckle up for the ride. Be there. When you're there, give it all your attention, all your effort. And I was just like, bro, at the end of it, I was like, that was the best advice he could give me, because there's nothing you could tell somebody that will get them ready for that. And I see the second time around, you were talking to the writers and everything. You have the credentials to do that. I don't have any fucking. I would still go in there, not say anything. I made one comment to change the script just a little bit. I was like, what if I said this? And they were like, yeah, that would probably work too. And I was just like, all right, noted. Don't ever bring that up again. Perfect. This shit was hilarious.
But with that being said, they are like the absolute best at what they do. Because I remember this last time, me and Marcelo had this sketch at the end. We play like Italian waiters, and I'm about to go on in like a minute, and the writers come in, and they're like, yo, we just found out we got to cut 1.5 minutes from this sketch. And so they're like, all right, we're going to cut this. I said, yeah, but I need to get from this side of the table to the other, but you just cut that. She's like, fine. She's like, cool. I'll tell Marcelo to grab you on this line. And I love the high wire act now that I'm comfortable in it. But the first time I just felt like I'm going to be that first host that looks like a deer in headlights in front of, however many millions of people, dude.
Kobe Bryant said in an interview he was a big fan of Whiplash. Is this one of the best compliments you've ever received? Like, how'd you feel about that?
Dude, I'll never forget where I was at. I was at the gym. I was working out, and it came up on Twitter or something. I read it. So then I tweeted like a minute after reading. I was like, man, at Kobe talking about Whiplash, and GQ made my life's highlight reel, purple and gold, whatever, and tweeted it out. Like a minute or two later, I get a notification, Kobe starts following you. So I was like, damn, I got to send him a message. So I sent him a message, not expecting a response. He responded almost immediately. And it went from like exchanging, Twitter messages to him giving me my phone number. And I used to send him screenshots of me playing 2K, being like, I got messed around.
That's amazing.
Messed around, got a triple double today, dude. And he goes, good day. That's a good day. Kobe was the friggin'.
That's awesome.
Kobe was the man.
Oh, that's great.
We always ask everybody that comes on the show what their welcome to their profession moment was. Me and Jason asked each other what our welcome to the league moment is. We're going to ask you, what is your welcome to Hollywood moment? It could be good. It could be bad. It's just like a shock of like, oh shit, I'm doing this.
For the first movie I did, and I remember, so it was with Nicole Kidman and Aaron Eckhart, and I had just seen The Dark Knight very recently. So him as Two-Face was very fresh in my mind. And I remember the director right before about to do, I didn't know this at the time, but I guess the director told him right before we did this scene, he's like, yo, Miles is straight out of college. This is his first movie. Like, go off book, scare the shit out of this kid. And so
this is good. This is gold.
So Aaron, like, and Eckhart, man, like he can deliver rage in a way that really he's just, you feel it. And but I remember he's like yelling at me, and I just remember thinking in the back of my mind, like, this is so cool.
Did Travis Kelce just reveal his most unforgettable moment with Taylor Swift, and even shock Jason Kelce in the process? It all unfolded during a candid podcast conversation where Travis, known for keeping things cool, suddenly opened up in a way fans rarely see, hinting that one of his best moments didn't happen on the football field, but during a behind-the-scenes experience on Taylor's tour, where he crossed paths with unexpected Hollywood energy and found himself completely immersed in a different world. As Travis described the atmosphere, the passion, and a level of professionalism he witnessed, it became clear this wasn't just another celebrity encounter. It was a moment that genuinely shifted how he sees success and leadership, something even Jason couldn't help but react to with surprise and curiosity. What stood out most was how Travis subtly connected that experience back to his own mindset, revealing that being around greatness, whether in music, film, or sports, pushes you to elevate your own game in ways you don't expect. And while he didn't spell out every detail, the way he paused, reflected, and chose his words made it obvious that this memory holds deeper meaning than his letting on. Now fans are left wondering, was this just a passing moment, or the beginning of something even bigger behind the scenes?